Hello, good evening, and welcome to episode number 107 of Trophy Hunting. I'm Stig, your bad poker player for the evening, as we are going to continue playing on Poker Club. Let's join the tournament. Change of pace from what we normally do on Trophy Hunting. That guy is just going to sit there for now. Skip the intro. And wait for us to join the tournament. See how this goes. And of course invite players, so if anyone wants to join that is on the PS5, you can do so. Have to eliminate 2 people, which is going to be difficult with only 3 opponents. Texas Hold'em here. We'll see us be able to use both of our cards that you can see in front of me. Which will fold there, as well as the 5 that are in the middle. You'll see in the middle, rather, as part of this game. Those 3 will be dealt first, the flop. As you can see, that would not have helped us in the slightest.
Check.
Turn card is the 4th card that you'll see. 4 diamonds there.
Check.
A couple of checks will see us to the river. 5 of hearts.
Check.
Bet from the button belly. What about a third of the pot, and we'll take it down. Not show the cards.
Woo!
Next hand, rather. Just pay the small blind fee of $3.
Check.
Belly will check, so we'll see at the flop. Doesn't help us in the slightest, but I don't think it helps them either.
Check.
Four space doesn't help us either. Probably doesn't help them, so we'll bet 9 there.
Fold.
We'll fold and we will win the hand.
Yes.
And in the hand with a bluff, of course. This time we'll be on the button, so we'll be the last to act post flop. The third last to act. At this point, what have we got? 9-4, we'll bend that.
Raise.
6 times the big blind raise from Betty there. A couple of callers to the flop. You will get an old club flop of the ace, jack, and 5 of clubs.
Full.
Big bet from Betty.
Cool.
A fold, 1 caller. King of hearts on the turn. That is a pot-sized bet from Betty.
Cool.
Silver black will call, leave 108 behind. Go to the river, it's a 5 of hearts. And that is an all-in from Betty. What will silver black do? It would be all-in to call.
Cool.
Which is exactly what they do. Betty has a 2-3 for 3 high. So the 10 queen of spades will take it with a straight. That is actually one of the trophies. Getting the Broadway straight of ace through 10. Got a list of trophies that we require momentarily. Got ourselves the 8 and the 2 of diamonds, which we will fold again.
Raise.
Betty not put off by the fact she lost the previous hand.
Raise.
Mum will min raise again. Silver black will call.
All in.
Betty is all in, so the other 2 can't raise now because that's an under raise. The size of this raise is under the minimum.
Cool.
That essentially traps how big the pot will be. And that's not good for us. That would not have been good. That would have been good for us if we were still in the hand. Having 3 8s, but we did fold. Can I show you the hands? No, I can't. Have a bet and a call there. 6 of diamonds on the river. And that is a bet of 90. Pot of 417. Could have our hand back, that would be a nice deal. There's an ace and a king. Would have beat that. What has Betty got? 3 and a jack. 2 pair of its mum. Take the pot. And Betty is eliminated from the tournament. Come to us a 9-4 off-suited. See a fold from us.
Cool.
Dealer there will call.
Not cool.
A check from the big blind. See a 9, ace, and 4 rainbow.
Check.
Do we have 9? We had 9-4. Of course we did.
Check.
And we do only cover the dealer currently. Oh, you can hear Paul in the background. We cannot play it on this game. You have 24 of the 43 trophies for Poker Cup, although some of them are really long and grindy. Infinite gas. How has it been going? We've not long started and we're looking alright. Not lost any chips at this stage. We are about 5 to 8 minutes into playing the game for this evening. Just linked which trophies I require. The live chat.
Yeah.
Yes, who was the dealer in that hand? Would have had a bigger two pair than we had. And we don't cover any of them, which is a shame. Next hand. See us in the big line.
Cool. Cool.
Queen 4 off suited again. It's a hand that we would fold if we didn't have to put any chips in.
Check.
But as we've only been called so far, we will see the flop. Ace 3, 8, 2 clubs.
Check.
Queen 4. We shall check. Another ace. This time of hearts does not help us in the slightest. 2 rounds of checking, we'll see KS make a bet. We will get out of there.
Nope.
The Queen of Hearts. Will they give us 2 pair?
Cool.
Bet of 69 is called. Ace Jack for 3 of a kind.
Yes, get in.
Not beaten by our bold friend at the table. Next hand will see us in the small blind. Not sticking out the socials. You'd love to see it. What have we got? We got Queen 4 again. Again off suited. Fold out of position. So we'll be the first person to act post flop.
Check.
Queen high flop. Not really what we want to see.
Check. Check.
Find a trophy guide and see if we can knock off chip trick.
Check.
That's another queen, of course it is.
Check. Check.
And a 4 as well. Exactly. We need for a full house.
Check.
And we play Balatro, may recognise the hand types. Would have been all of those. It's a trophy for full house. There is, I've already got it, so I doubt there is. We are the dealer. It's a call from Silver Black. Pocket 9s.
Cool.
Pair of 9s. Are the whole cards, the 2 that we get.
Cool.
Are we going to go 4-way to the flop? Yes, we are. Watch there be no 9 here. Some overcards. Just got shot to a straight,
Check.
so we require a 10.
Check.
Should have gone big previously. Let's see the turn card. It's an upside down 9. That counts for anything.
Check. Check.
Again, we should bet 30 into the pot. I think everybody's checked round to us again.
Cool.
One caller.
Cool.
2 callers. 4 to a straight. Twice there. Fortunately, we need 5 for a straight. So we're going to lose to any
Check.
9-10, Queen or a Jack, 4-5 or 9-5 both get there, although we've got 2 of the 9s. Queen 2, that beats us. We can't beat it with the 9s.
Yeah.
KS will take the pot again. Just a little bit of XP. Maybe we should raise pre-flop with that. Ace 4
Fold.
will be a fold.
Cool.
These are some big cards, to be honest.
Cool. Check. Check. Check.
Trying to search how we can do
Check. Check.
To perform a chip trick, press L3 to bring up the emotes. Select either left or right on the emote menu to bring up a selection of 4 tricks per side. Then choose which one of the 4 you want to do. And that will earn us the bronze trophy show off. Performing a trick that I didn't actually see me complete. So we are the big blind this time. Can do that again in a second.
Cool. Raise.
5-4, which is a trophy in the game. Play the money maker hand. We have already completed that one.
Cool. Not cool.
Slow paced game, this one.
Nope. Cool. Check. Check.
We have 4 to a straight again. Let's see.
Yeah.
Settings auto lock. Turn off. See if we can get a bluff through in a moment.
Cool.
What do we have? 7-4. You know what we'll call. We'll see if we can win this trophy. Well, win this trophy rather. So we can't have a pair. We need to see the flop,
Check.
which we're about to. We need to bet to get the opponent to fold. 52.
Cool. Raise.
Got a raise. That's not what I was after.
Cool.
Shall call. 2 or 6 will give us an inside straight.
Cool.
It's an upside down 6.
Check. Check.
That's the guy who raised last time. Put in a bet of 115.
Fold.
We can't continue with that.
Nah, I'm out. Yeah.
Lost a third of our chips here.
Raise.
We're used to 250, so 10x. Queen 8 of hearts. We will fold.
Cool.
Nice chill music, this. That's an all-in. Not messing about here. Silver black will call. KS would be all in as well.
Cool.
It is all in. Three-way all in. What do we have, guys? We have Jack 10 off suited. We have Jack Queen suited. Dominates the Jack 10, and we have Ace King suited. So the Queen Jack could be in trouble if spades come. And there are a lot of spades. It's good for a straight.
Ush.
It's a pair there.
Yeah.
KS man with a 4 to a straight flush. So then he needed the 8 of spades to get a flush there. Seems everybody's still in. So the shortest stack doubled up. Sorry, trebled up. Two short stacks to our right, so we'll act after those.
That's cool.
Going 4-way to the flop. Not by the looks of it for just a big blind
Raise.
anyway. It's a raise 50.
Cool.
We shall call that. We're going to be aggressive on the flop if there is
Cool.
if there are two clubs. Three clubs would be absolutely ideal. Again, we have ourselves a gut shot. We are all in.
All in.
Put the pressure on the other guys. Love the way that the players eliminated come up then. Maybe the game knows something we don't. That said, if we can get a load of folds here, that'll take us roughly back to starting stack.
Fold.
Two folds, can we get a third? We do not. Silver black will call us. These 4 clubs for us. Ace queen for them, so we need some help here. Board pairing would be nice.
Yes.
Not enough clubs quickly there. So we are now the short stack. We needed a 5 for the straight. Board pairing again. chop the pot. Because the 2 pairs on the board and the aces would have played for each of us. Evening hairdryer, low monies indeed. Hope you're well.
Cool.
We have 9 deuce off. Gaz wants us to go all in. We'll see 3 more cards. Again, gut shot there. 4 would give us the straight, although it would give us the low end. We are going to check.
Check.
I'd like to see a free card.
Check.
There is the 2, but it doesn't help us a great deal.
Check. Check.
So it's bottom pair, but we are now susceptible to the 4.
Check.
We may as well check this.
Check.
Is that 2 good enough? No. Simply put.
Yes, get in.
Can't even get the rub of the green there. Have to go all in soon. Speaking of which, eight 4 suited. You know what? Screw it.
Cool.
You know, lots of 4s and 8s come out recently. We're ahead of that. Jack 10 we're behind you at the moment. 3-way for us. There is the 10, that's not good. 2 means we're gone. Although we do win. No, we don't win the side pot because we had the least amount of chips. So we are eliminated. Yeah, you go, Stu. Have some stats. Just leave the table and go again. Get some items though. You know what? Let's see what holiday hold'em is. Starts at midnight. I'm not playing that one. We should play fish in a barrel again. See if we can back to where we were chip wise.
Great. Cool. Cool.
Check.
So we'll have to wait until the big blind comes back to us unless I click post big blind, which we'll only miss one hand anyway if we didn't. Dealer would go to Acosta John, who we're focusing on now. Yeah, we'll only miss one hand anyway, so might as well wait for that. Might as well plug the fact that we had the last SRL race of the year last night. I'm back here, you can see that on the YouTube channel SRL Stig, or if you're watching within the first week of action, you can also see it in the VOD section on Twitch.
All in.
Again, it might be 2 weeks now, my affiliate. Need to check that.
Yeah.
Post the big blind next time around. And so for some of the trophies, I've got to win a side pot, which I'll explain
Right.
when we get there. A total of 1,000,000 chips. We don't seem to be winning any chips at the minute. Hit a 10 through a straight, perform a chip trick, which we've just done. Create a public custom tournament.
Raise.
Check 100 times, raise 100 times, reach level 20. We're at 16 currently. Muck one on both cards face up, which is, well, set up there. Reach level 50, contribute 50 million chips to a club, knock out 5 opponents in a cash game and collect 50 bounties. Win a career total of 100 million chips. Win the PCC Showdown Finale. Reach level 100. Complete all
Check.
targets in Poker Tour. Which assumes the 86 things we've only done 6 of.
Yes.
The guy wins again there. There we are the big blind now. There's a new buy-in for 600 chips. You play until one person has the chips
Right.
left on the table. It's 230 from Acosta John. King suited the dealer. Avatar will look into space and hope for the best. It seems. Clock is running down on them. He will time out, I think. Yep. What are we going to do with 8-6 suited? We shall call.
Cool.
Play a well hand, but you prefer to be in position. Acting later
Cool.
after the flop and beyond. Do we have 10-5-5 flop?
Check.
We'll check. And quite nice to look at pre-flop. That flop will not help us out in the slightest. Continuation bet from Costa John. So we'll continue the betting. The flop.
Fold.
We will not get involved with that.
Fold.
Two folds mean that Costa John will take that part as well. He seems to be the one in charge of the table with all the betting at the minute. Hopefully change that. us to act this next hand. Costa John has left. That's interesting. Not sure why they've left. Does mean the player with the chips has left the table. Everybody else will be shorter.
Cool.
We've got 5-4 off seated again. Want nothing to do with it.
Check.
And that is why.
Check. Check.
Two diamonds pairs the board.
Check.
Two checks will see the river. And a jack of hearts as we see the raid from Palsy. Thank you very much. Shout out Palsy and definitely not raid him. Come on. To those questions in order. Hairdryers, have I been playing for reals recently? I have not. I'm trying to think the last time I did play. Last time in a casino was probably 6 to 8 years ago. But am I winning any money? No, I am losing at this game currently. And thanks to Stone and Chris for the follow. And all the 07s are in the chat. '07 is a salute, hairdryer. Kind of like the dash head. Sorry, forward slash head. Backward slash. I liked that, but instead I just salute. Don't know why it says I'm a raider from Palsy's stream. I left about an hour ago, but Amber says it's the 0 dash for a normal one. You're just old, hairdryer. I suppose I can say being old.
Check.
We got 3-way to the flop. 3 deuce 5. Rainbow does not help in any way. If we get 2 checks, I will be betting and trying to get the trophy for bluffing. That is providing that ace king suited actually plays the hand.
Fold.
Which 42 is the pot. We're at 35. Which was not deliberate with the 3 and the 5 on the board. And we turn over the king to earn the bluffing A trophy for mucking
Yes.
one or more cards face up. This time we do get the 3-5, which we are going to bin. So I want to turn auto muck back on.
Cool.
That's all we need to do for that
Check.
trophy.
Check.
It's 2 down. 16 to go. 18 were required. Head into the street.
Yeah.
This time with a big blind. We have the most chips then.
Cool.
Couple of calls. Queen 10 suited. Should check and see the flop. Go 3-way. There is a queen, but I don't like the ace on the board. $21 will be the bet. Can I get rid of an ace if we can? Dragon Nuts is most likely to have the ace.
Fold.
Having not been in the blind, we probably have heard about it from the small blind. They do call. We do see a
Call.
king. That's the previous call. Checking again, so a second overcard to a queen. She'll bet 57. About 3/4 of the pot. J-Man will fold and we will take that pot.
Yeah.
And that guy seems excited. Don't ask about what he's wearing. He's not in charge of that. We're now playing 3-way. 8-5 offsuit. Be a fold from the small blind. Fashionista. It's the first time I've ever been called that.
Yeah.
That's for certain. Looks like pajama wear.
Cool.
Shouldn't be calling with the 4-2 off, but will do on this occasion.
Cool.
So we have position here on the other two players. 7-3-3
Check.
diamond flop. They're inactive, so 20 to 36. You know the big blind's going to fold here. Trying to put pressure on the other player. And we will get it through.
Yes.
So, King 10, we will raise to 32.
Raise.
There is a trophy for raising 100 times, so try and help ourselves towards that.
Cool.
Small blind will fold because they're inactive. We'll go 3-way to the flop. Two fives and a jack.
Check.
For the memes, we'll get a bit at 6-7. 2/3 of the pot. Called by J-Man. 3 on the turn.
Check.
6 with an inside straight draw. 4 would give us the straight, of course. We'll check and see a free one. And there is a 10. Not sure Gen Alphas are old enough to watch poker content. I bet 200. Yeah. So we lose to a 5. They're in the big blind, so they might have a 5. We'll lose to a jack. Of course, have the 10.
Cool.
You should call. Cry when they turn over the 5. Jack and the 5. We don't beat that. You'll be surprised to know.
Get in.
Flop's full out. Nice. Nice for them anyway. Definitely not nice for us. Doesn't mean we have the least on the table, including the sit-out player.
Call.
He's no longer sitting out. 6-7 summons the Gen Alphas. I thought you were going to 6-7 in the chat. Disappointing. Played too many hands recently. It's all been this one.
Check.
Let's wait for the new hand. Thank you to Amber for the Prime subscription. Of course, you can gift 1 sub per month if you have Prime with Amazon. Use that on your favourite streamer, whether that's me or someone else. But also has the fancy founders badge. Well, that's the big one. I think the first 10 people get it. Might be first 5.
Fold.
Joins Mav and
No,
Nick
I'm out.
with the fancy founders badge. Stokes 50.
Yeah.
Let's go. decided not to watch this first bit. That means we do well, and I need to stay up here for longer.
Cool.
What have we got? 5-3 off-suited, which I'll fold, and I will take a quick pit stop. I should be back momentarily.
Cool.
Raise.
Cool. Check. Check. Check.
Fold.
Return. What do we have here? 4 hearts on the board, 4 to a straight as well. We'd have had what was called the idiot end of the straight, so the low end. So any 10 would have beat us for the straight. Any flush beats the straight. Also, if you got the 7, sorry, the 5-6 of hearts, it's 6-10 of hearts, or the jack 10 of hearts.
Yeah.
That was the straight flush. That's genuinely what it's called, the idiot end. Don't know what they call the top end of it. Pocket threes. Call with those. So ideally, we see a 3 on the flop.
Cool.
Raise.
It's a min raise, so we're going nowhere for that. We'll also be calling it.
Cool.
Joffer Archer 6. How far are we behind Pulsey? About 150 still. Hawaiian gets attacked. Not quite the 3 we were after. Two, 6, 8. So what? 145, I think. We're getting out there.
Nope.
The 3s. 2s would have been nice there. One of the trophies.
Yes.
Getting pocket 2s. Big blind for us. We're getting short. We've got about 12, 13. Something really playable, please, dealer.
Call.
10-4, we're not raising it, so we will check. Google Ice, yes, idiot end and not end. There we go. Now the best hand you can have in each hand is called not hand, so that would make sense.
Check.
I think 6-7. I can see you doing your 6-7s. Looks like I can't.
Check. Check.
And that is the check yourself trophy for checking 100 times with that one on the turn there. Again, we're open-ended, so we need a 3 or an 8 to complete our straight. That is not it. We do have ourselves a 10, which we will bet 39. Just over half pot here. I would have heard if someone had a king by now. I'd have bet. We'll take the pot down.
Yes.
Problem is we're winning the small pots and losing the bigger ones. Still in last place for the 4 of us though. Seven 5 is getting folded.
Fold.
A notification up that says game event Winterfest 2025 on Fortnite.
Check.
If anyone's interested in that. Well, that would have been a nice flop for us. 4 to the flush. And up and down straight draw again. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Check.
That's a naff trick. I thought that was a good idea. 2 of diamonds completes what would have been a flush for us. It would open up the 3 of diamonds to a 5 card straight flush. 2 through 6. I'm going to do another trick, scroll.
I call.
Anyone with a bigger diamond than the 5 would beat us here. We can only beat the 3 of diamonds. Seeing as ace is high, unless it's ace 3 5 straight.
Call.
So which is the bigger diamond then? There is the 3 of diamonds. It's the 9 of diamonds.
Yes!
69 hand wins. We have here Jack 2 suited. Here's a fold. Especially after the call from J-Man.
Call.
Raise.
It's a min raise from Ace King suited.
Call.
Probably get called by both players.
Call.
Problem with games like this is that they are really slow per hand. Often will take a couple of minutes. This is what it's like if you ever played live poker. Online poker, you can have multiple tables at once and play a load of volume that way.
Yes!
It does allow us to talk about the ends of straights, for example. Exactly, it's proper relaxing. Off we got Queen 3 suited. It's another fold.
Call.
I call.
That said,
Check.
I'll put something in chat that will be
Check.
sensible for you to look at as we go along.
Check.
Nice hand rankings. The order that they go in.
No.
Not assume that everybody knows
Yeah.
the order. So that is what that is. So Lash will teach you some towards poker. But there are only one of each card in the deck.
Call.
Can't change cards to different suits. Check the Jack 8 suited. Will give us
Check.
3 to a straight, 3 to a flush.
I check.
See a free card here. Get ourselves a spade draw.
Check.
I prefer the Queen of Spades because that would have Give us a load more outs. Outs being the cards that would improve your hand to make it the winning one. You're definitely behind at this point. I can blast through the board game would be so overcomplicated. He's suited. He's probably going to sit out
Check.
here. We're betting for a couple of reasons. One, because we think our hand is the best one here. And secondly, to get rid of the sit-out player. Assuming our friend from the opposite end of the table is sat out. Make sure they can't win the hand. We'll pick up the chips and go back over 400. We're not last anymore. Doing knocking some of these players out to knock off some of the objectives in game.
Cool.
Deuce is not the hand we require then. Also known as ducks. On the twos.
Nah, I'm out.
Dragon nuts rather.
Yes, get it.
Take that Take that pot. Easy for me to talk. I go up to level 17. Level 20 is the next one for the trophy. We get XP for being in hands, being in the blinds, and winning hands. Talking's far harder than it looks, especially when you've got to think for yourself while doing it. 7-5 off, we don't want. Three folds means anything suited will take the pot. Ace Queen, that's a nice hand. We shall raise to 120.
Raise.
2.5 big blinds. And I'm quite content on going all in with. That becomes an option. Especially pre-flop before the cards come out in the middle. Called by the big blind. 5, 6 and 9 flop. That is better for their hand range.
Check.
So the likely hands that they're going to have. Yeah, I'm going to go all in.
All in.
Quite content of taking the chips now. Not seeing anything else.
Cool.
They call us, which is not really what I'm after. Ace 8 though. As long as we don't see an 8 or a 7 to make them straight, we'll be delighted. Hair the board, dealer. That'll do.
Yeah.
So we will double up there. And I think we become chip leader with that. No, just behind the king suited. As the blinds go up again. So you can look at your cards at any point. I'm someone who waits until the action comes round to me, so when it's my turn. Purely because that's what I do when I've played live in the past. An all in 4-3 suited. Nice looking hand. Doesn't play very well
Fold.
in a multi-way format this late into the competition.
Yes.
Some higher suited cards that connect. We would have played there, but not the 4-3. Two folds here, we could put pressure on the big blind. Essentially try and get those chips we just lost back.
Call.
There is a call there. Changes the plan. So that is a call there. If you have a big hand here, I will be going all in. Do not with the 10-5 off. If we have something like jacks, queens, kings, aces, that kind of thing, we'd be putting the pressure on by going all in.
Check.
But alas, 10-5 will not help us.
Check.
4 king for board. So one blind bet from ace king suited. We'll get 2 folds, so I'll take the hand down there. Take them over the 1,000 chip mark. That's the dealer button. Ace 9. Be all in.
All in.
Quite happy not to see any more cards. At this point, we're going to put pressure on the short stack here. And the biggest stack to act afterwards.
Nope.
One fold. We're happy seeing a second. Which we will get through.
Yeah.
We're first to act. It's known as under the gun. Which will fold. Two big blind all in from Dragon Nuts. Tournament progress. Bar comes up at the top just as they go all in. Maybe the game's putting pressure on him. There is one call. J-Man D.
Fold.
J-Man wants nothing to do with the pot. 4 deuce off. Not going to win many hands. Queen 3 off isn't great either. As you can see, we folded one of the deuces.
Yes.
And the jacks with the queen high. It's the hand that wins. Nice for dragon nuts. 2.5x is the stack with that. We're in the big blind. Play with 5 big blinds there.
Fold.
That is a call. J-Man will fold. Queen 9 offsuit. So it's check. Queen King 2. We will check.
Check.
Again, we're not happy to see the overcard of the king.
Check.
2 checks. We'll see the 9. Now we're going to go for a bet. I'm betting for value, so we think we've got the best hand at this point. We're also betting to make sure they can't get to a straight. It's going to cost them if they want to try and get there. If they've got either a jack or a 10 in their hand. And that'll do nicely. They'll take the chip lead. Get through the XP quite quickly.
Call.
Call from first to act.
All in.
J-Man is all in, which is essentially the same as a call. Ace 7. We will call. This will probably be checked. Which it is. 4-way to the flop. King 3-3 does not help
Check.
us. I may well win it all. Let's bet 1 big blind. Essentially playing 3s with an ace and a king. Probably going to lose the 7th and the 5 card that we have. 5 card hand that we'd be able to play come the end of the 7. 5 in the middle and the 2 that we have. I reckon they've got the king, or one of the kings. Where he's bet. What a lot of players would do here
Call.
in live games is just check it down to eliminate the player. It's all in currently.
Check.
99 this time rather than 96. Maybe trying to represent two nines, I don't know. There's kings. That is a full house. Three of a kind plus a pair. Against the Jack 10. Protecting against the previous
get
hand.
in.
Imposed break will start. So, we've got ourselves a 5-minute break before we can do anything else. So, let's do a quick Q&A. As soon as we've got time to kill. Controller can go down. What? We'll just started Discord, so I'll answer that momentarily. Right, Discord is loaded. Rid of that. But what do I have for my Christmas dinner? Depends what meat is available, to be honest. Get a few meats in for Christmas as a family of 4. Have it together in the afternoon. Would I rather be a random value poker chip or a random card from the deck? Can't choose. Ooh. I think you've in the wrong account, you pair. We'll go with the poker chip, I think. Do chip tricks. I suppose you could do card tricks as well, but let's go with a poker chip. Are Canada winning the World Cup? No, but it'd be really funny if they did. I think something like the round of 16 would be good for them. Ryan and I have a project looking at the road to the World Cup for Canada this time around, which they're co-hosting the World Cup with the States and Mexico. Gravy or no gravy on the dinner? 100% gravy. Can't have Christmas dinner without gravy. Type of northerner would have it without gravy, come on. Or semi-northerner. In South Cheshire, I suppose. Wasn't like that when you were younger. At age, now you appreciate gravy. Chicken gravy is the favourite. There we go. The northern lass is the convert to gravy. And as hairdryer says, thick gravy of water gravy every day of the week as well. It can't be really thick. Good texture. Kind of medium in that regard. Not too thick, not too watery. offer anymore. Gravy's in my football food order as well. Hairdryer wants to pick up his gravy with a fork. What is wrong with you? I think that's a bit too thick. Pick it up with your thoughts on pigs in blankets. I absolutely love them. So we head back to the poker. No, carry on asking questions. 9 deuce is a fold.
Cool.
Check.
New ball, Joff for 48, England 260 for 8, so it's a good morning session for England, that. Thoughts on whether presents should be wrapped and under the tree because Rob and Palsy think it's strange. Yeah, you've got to wrap presents.
Cool.
Although if it's something like a bike, I would imagine that's pretty fiddly to do. J-Man and Dragon Nuts are both all in. Jack 10 versus Jack 9.
Yeah.
And with the 6 and 8 coming out, the 10 will play. Ace, Ace, King, Jack 10. So you get Dragon Nuts, double up, J-Man, almost eliminated. Jack Deuce, J-Man is all in, but we're going to have to fold. Strange to be under Christmas tree before Christmas Eve. Agreed. Don't understand why they're so against them sitting underneath the tree. Because Santa comes Christmas Eve, as Hairdryer says. Why would they be under the tree otherwise? Dragon Nuts, I think, was all in there. Protect against J-Man. King 10 versus 6-4 off-suited. Ace, Queen and 10 on the board. 3 will see 6-4 eliminated. Dragon Nuts is in the lead. As we go 3-handed. And I think Father Christmas makes his last ever delivery to Christmas Eve, but secretly drops off gradually. Sly does it all in one night.
I call.
10-8 is a fold. That man is a magician.
Check.
I don't know how going into the kayfabe with Father Christmas on tonight's stream agenda. Gonna be honest.
Check.
Check.
But it is completely different. It's something I think trophy hunting should thrive on. The random nature of what's going on.
Check.
Yes, the kayfabe you in.
Check.
He is 7-5 off. Question is, does that beat Ace King Suited's hand?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
How have you managed to win that with one ship left behind? I didn't realise Kenny was back. I know he's been out for a while.
Cool.
Been out for over a year, I think. There's 2 calls for us, 6-7 suited. Again, looks nice. We'll play to a flop. It's Ace-8 isn't the hand we're after.
I check.
We'll also check.
Check.
It's always a shame when that happens.
Check. Check.
I suppose he's been rehabbing for such a long time. You want to get back rather than just having to quit the business. How was the night anyway? Hairdryer.
Yes, get in.
100 up. Stokes Archer partnership. I think he's coming down quite a bit then. I might have to stay here. Not watch any of the game. Clearly I'm the jinx. If we get good of the England cricket team, I might have to trophy hunt tomorrow night as well. MGF returning was the pop of the night. I have seen a clip of that actually. That seemed a loud pop.
All in.
It's an all in. Queen 8 off suited. We need to eliminate a couple of players, so we should call there, even though probably better to fold.
Check.
Go to the flop. Ace 5, 6, 2 clubs. We've got the 8 of clubs. Not a lot else going for us. It's 2 checks, I think. Like that thinking.
Check.
Very glad he turned the Fed down. Triple H would have ruined him.
Check.
Very good chance of it. There are several wrestlers that Triple H have bet on the main roster? No, don't bet. It'll make me have to think. Of course, we've got a couple of big blinds behind us. That is a bet to put us all in. Of course it is. So it'd be anything that isn't an ace, really. A club isn't big enough to draw to for a flush. You get beat by a lot of queens with it being an 8 kicker, because the 5 and the 6 wouldn't play unless it was a pair. Point playing queens 5 or 6 and the ace. We've got to fold that.
Fold.
Is 10 deuce. Well,
Yeah.
I'd have won that hand. Bit on the side trophy for winning a side pot. That's another bronze trophy. Well, we have no chips left, really. King 6 is pretty much the best we can hope for at this point. Not sure why we get the bit on the side trophy, because we lost the hand. We get called. Correction, we don't actually get called because we couldn't make up the big blind. Pair the 6. Let's see what they had actually.
Yeah.
Trip 6s. That'll help. 3 of a kind.
Yes.
A little bit of work to do now. Still roughly half the stack of what they have. We've called 9-4. We will shove the flop.
All in.
We have nothing. We're essentially hoping they have nothing. With that, we're in trouble. Not sure why the game's glitching out at that. Go on, another 4.
Yes, get in.
That is a win for Dragon Nuts. Do I watch all the companies or just catch all the dirt sheets? It comes through on Facebook. The social media clip. Eliminated from that. Slowly working our way through the PCC tour. Fixing the hole we don't want to do. Rope-a-dope, I'll let you fill in that for me. Sort of Joker Poker. I'll leave that. Rope-a-dope it is.
Fold.
Entirely sure what we're doing here. I think it's keeping in hands, ideally. like it if AEW rather was live. Unfortunately, ITV4, well, ITV itself, showed them several days behind, and by that point, I just can't be bothered to go and see what's happened. Dynamite, I think, airs on a Monday over here, and Collision Wednesday, Thursday. The thing is, if you're going to watch it on delay, you might as well watch it a different way, on a legal stream. What is this mode? Oh, we've got to wait for somebody to get eliminated. Leave the game. Not doing that, I'll do cash game instead. With cash game you can go in and out as you please. It's easier to play at this time of night. So if we get bored after say 15 minutes, we can just leave after 15 minutes. We don't have to wait until we're eliminated.
Fold.
Cash games, the blinds will stay exactly as they are now. Won't go up like with tournaments. Let's see what the
Nope.
you can see. So if you lose chips, you can rebuy in. You can see a white bar just above the stuff at the bottom. So whether it says L2 community on the bottom left, all the way to level 17 on the right, the white bar there is where we are in each level. So we're near enough at level 18. So for the plout, as a reference point, we need level 100. It's going to take bloody ages.
Check.
This game is on PS Extra, I think. If it's 15-20 quid, I might end up buying it anyway. Level 100, that's ridiculous. Yep. As if you want the plat. So on PSN profiles, the platinum achievement rate is 0.73% of people. 8,730 have tried to get the plat, or on the progress to get the plat. Only 64 have managed to do it. Very exclusive club.
Cool.
That is Pocket Kings, 3 of a kind.
Yes.
Oh, Papa Ragnar. We're going to wait for the big blind to come round to us. A few hands away. then I'm happy to answer questions about poker. Hairdryer is a streamer who this past Tuesday night started his Vaduz career. A few games into that.
Raise.
Now I'm 26.
Nope.
Just getting around the 21 player Swiss Challenge League rule. Hard to build your squad for that. Isn't the easiest thing. Slightly easier than Super League.
I call.
I haven't yet to play FM yet, which is terrible considering Palsy gave it for free.
Raise.
Steve's asking what you think of it.
No.
You think it's that bad it's not even worth playing? Super praise that one is. Right, where is Big Blind currently? Raymond's got it, so a couple of hands away.
Call.
Call.
One of those games you need to motivate to have a really clear motivation for and haven't yet. I can be like that with FM sometimes. Sometimes I'll go through stages where I won't play it for a month, 6 weeks, and then I go on a binge where I play it for a few hours each night. It said Liechtenstein Club. Well, that's on FM 24 rather than 26.
Cool.
Also, you've gone from being a fan of FM to watching someone work on and be stressed by it. It's not for that I understand. Hairdryer, loving Ronaldo. Dantas. Fernandez. He was on loan from, I think, Young Boys at Vaduz. You're just doing that as a stream save or potentially continuing it off stream. Hairdryer. Two's on board, so we're likely to see a full house win here. Unless the 4-2 is into one's hand. That is a bet of 200 into a pot of 205.
All in.
All in from Hector. Lily now.
Call.
Will raise rather than call. Raymond's all in. So it is ace 2. There we go. 4 of a kind for Lily. That will be any full house that anyone's got. Raymond got 2's full of 3. 2's full of 3 for Hector as well. Quads will take it. Hairdryer says yes, stream save. Might be Castellion as a YouTube Let's Play. Poland for your personal save. Of course, Corona.
Cool.
I've not been sat in this time. Corona Kielce. The extra class. Which I didn't notice when you were loading up Vaduz Tuesday night. Former club of 2 Canadian players, Marcus Godinho and Dominic Sator, latter of whom plays for Arca. Which reminds me, actually, I'm doing the Canadian roundup tomorrow afternoon. Might do that while I upload this to YouTube.
I check.
Check.
2 clubs, 2 hearts on board here. Few straightening cards while we're at it.
Check.
4 of spades, complete a low straight. Starting, got promoted. Corona offered you a contract to finishing mid-table.
Nope.
8 million to splash about nicely. What are the foreign rules like in Poland? Pretty non-existent, right? Pretty certain I saw somebody do a Build a Nation where they're naturalising players in Poland by loaning them to the other sides. Easier to build a nation in Poland or Switzerland rather than the Liechtenstein national team.
Fold.
Screw it, I'm posting the big line. I don't care.
Raise.
So what you should do here is wait until you be in the big blind and not pay for extra blinds when you don't need to. Been raised from Papa Ragnar. Raised from Veda as well. What leaves Veda? He must have at least 322s in the matchday squad. Which is what? 9 subs maybe? Maybe 7? You know, 3 and 5 changing club and nation respectively. So there's where you've got to work harder then.
Call.
So that's one way you would have to properly get youth development going. So in theory you could have, say, 11 to 14 non-club grown players in your matchday squad. Get a little bit of money behind you and then go and raid where you can go and get quality regens from on the cheap. Just overall. That's me misreading it. That's just the general rules. Okay. Plenty of scope to do what you want within those rules then. That's for Super League, as you found out the other night.
Call.
What's going on here? There's a bet of 680, the same as the pot.
Go.
It would leave 100 behind, which is interesting. Surely you'd have gone all in there, rather than just calling. T-Babs would be all in there. I've got to wait for the button to pass. It's gonna take forever. I think that would be done by 1 now. At this rate, we're not going to play too many cash hands.
Nope.
This is one of those games that give you a lot for logging in as a login bonus if you manage to log in 7 days in a row and onwards. We have essentially an all-in and a call. We have King 10.
Yes.
Two lots of King 10. Chop pot. We've been dealt in as a second big blind. We've got Queen 9 off, we would check that. Gonna end up playing the big blind twice here in a row. It's not a good strategy.
Raise.
It's a min raise from Lily.
No. Fold.
La Guild. Call. As will we. Let's see what we've got. It's 5-8. Does not help our Queen 9 at all.
Check.
We'll end up folding.
Check.
It's got 28 of the 43 trophies on the game. Although, as we found out, there are some that are ridiculously grindy.
Check.
Check will help us. 10 will give us the straight. I don't think
Check.
we are going to see a free river card. It's a 6 of hearts. Got 1 heart, I think.
Check.
Yep. Again, we could probably bet this. 65. It's in the pot already, so we'll bet 45 on this river. Put the pressure on. We could have any 2 cards as far as they're concerned. Well, that's a response. That would put us all in. Got nothing here, but we're going to tank. Take your time a little bit to make it look as though we've got a decision.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to bluff and sometimes you really don't. We just got slapped in the hand for doing so. Will min raise again. Right here on the button is taking the option of rebuying. Well, again, bet 50.
Cool.
Call from La Guild. We have King 2, we're not getting involved with that. So most of our 2.2 million are through login
Check.
bonuses. Which don't count towards your
Check.
win a career total of 100 million chips.
Check.
It's going to be a really grindy game,
Check.
but you can slowly go through it.
Check.
Might be one of the games we play as part of trophy hunting
Check.
to break up our main game. There's the king. That would have given us 2 pair.
Check.
Quite a small pot, bear in mind, with a raised pre-flop. Bet of 16 into a pot of 160.
I call.
Really going to get many folds. There's one there. Jack 6. So Jack high, nothing. He's king for 2 pair.
Nice.
Fade us some of the chips back. Fader with a raise to 40. Goes 4x. 4 times the big blind.
Cool.
The guild with a call again. We've got 4s. We're going to call that. We're going to be out of position though. Post flop.
Call.
We would like a 4, please, dealer. Nope. An under pair to the board,
Check.
which means we're fairly weak, especially 4-way.
Check.
Quite happy to see the 4 of hearts dealer, please. If we get the option to,
All in.
which we won't. That's a
Fold.
shame. Bet of 1,000 into a pot of 160. Lily is going to call it.
Call.
As is Vader, we're still going to go 3-way to the turn. King of Hearts. Jack 10. We'll get there with a straight. Lily goes all in to force Vader all in.
Go.
We'll do. Let's turn the cards over. There's no more betting left. A 2 and a 5. So a pair of 5s over there with a flush draw now. It is king and 7. So 1 pair. The guild has a pair of queens. So queen 9 will take it with the flush. Time. Just gone 5 2. Three.
Raise.
We are just heads up, so 2 of us playing.
Cool.
Call with the 7-4 suited. We have ourselves a gut shot. 5 will give us the straight. It's a pot size bet from Lily, and we are out.
Fold.
Even though we've seen she gets involved with a lot of hands. And not good enough to be able to play. Even though we do have position. This time we're going to be in the big blind, so when there's just two of you,
Fold.
small blind is also the dealer. No idea what I had then.
Get in.
The guy's excited that he's won 5 chips. What is better is level 18. So as you can see, the white bar is now back towards the start. Queen 6.
Raise.
Race 25. They're probably going to call. Oh no, third player.
I call.
But we're still playing heads up then.
Fold.
Get a fold from Lily. Nubia's going to act first. We're also going to check her cards even though we know what they are.
Check.
Got 35. Continuation bet.
I'll call.
Really what a call. Would have taken a fold to be honest. 4 gives us a good shot. The 7 would give us a straight. Why are you now leading? So leading is where the player who acts first goes essentially against the action previously. I think it's we should fold here. We're gonna do that. You know what? We'll have one more round, I think, and then call it a night there. If anyone's got any raid suggestions, I'm not expecting to have any at 1 AM, if I'm honest.
Raise.
Min raise from Frank.
Call.
Call from Lily. What have we got? Ace 9. That is going to be a raising 90.
I'll call.
Frank will call on the button, so we're going to be playing out of position to Frank at least. But in position to Lily, who also doesn't believe us. Two overcards for us. 6-3-8 flop.
Check.
Trying to work out how much we should bet, if anything. 410 in total. About a quarter pot.
I'll call.
Frank's having none of our nonsense. Lily will probably call as well.
Call.
We get a beneficial card here, we are all in. It's not a beneficial card, dealer. That would put us all in. Nope.
Call.
You're going to go to the river. What are these pair playing with? 157. Surely you'd just put Frank all in there.
I call.
That does not happen. What have you pair got? He's 7. Frank has got deuce 3, so a pair of 3s will win it. Four players now. Oh, we're big blind again.
Raise.
I call.
Stonks, he's joined the table.
Call.
10-5, we will fold. We will leave the table. That'll do me. Get ourselves quite a bit of XP. We have lost a number of chips. We got a number of watches that we can buy, I think. Gonna get ourselves a hoodie. While we're at it. I want the hoodie. Look a lot better that way. So we can change the colour of our hoodie. You know what? That looks better like that. Take him like that for next time, because that is where we're going to leave the stream. Thank you to chat, to Amber for the sub, Sunderland Chris for the follow, Pulsey's raid, and anyone who's hung out, whether you've chatted or just lurked. The next stream will actually be next Thursday because the SRL season finished last night. Correction, it will not be next Thursday. The stream will be a week tomorrow, Boxing Day. You know what, we'll do this again. So back for some more Poker Club. YouTube will get that the following Saturday at midday. And for YouTube, thank you and goodbye.